when it comes to working on the Future album, at least in that time, you had a little bit more chance to get involved and stuff. But speaking to the guys from Basic Black and stuff, that's where sort of that's where they noticed, like, wow, there's a split going on. I think from your point of view, so you talked about the bad contract, and we've seen interviews of you talking about that, and it's very different. But from your point of view, as a group, what was happening that you guys realized, halfway through the album, we need to part ways? So that the Future album had tracks like "Gotta Be a Leader" and stuff. So it seems to us that halfway through, while recording, that things change with Gene, that you guys sort of weren't happy, put stuff on the album. When I speak to the other guys, Basic Black and everyone else, they from a point of view like, well, we didn't really understand. We just knew that we were moving to Georgia and with Zan and the rest sort of left, and you guys moved on. You knew you had a bad contract from the time when you first signed. What changed that you guys decided, we gotta have to leave Gene for good?
Well, I mean, again, I don't, Gene, yes, could have done things a lot better when he was alive, a lot better. But he also made us better. He also, I always say this: if it wasn't for Gene, I wouldn't know the business, because there was so much fucked up stuff that happened, not just that he did, just in the whole realm of the stuff, that it taught me this business like the back of my hand. I understand it very well. Mm-hmm. And yes, things started falling apart, but it's not just Gene's fault. And it's not just Gene's fault. And I will not say that. And I never have said that, never will. It's not just Gene's fault. At the end of the day, things happen. Yeah, we gotta be a leader, gotta make it, flip it, blah, 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 but such is life, man.
Yeah.
Like such is life. And as you get older, you start realizing certain things ain't right. It's not right, but it's not. Let me tell you something. A head person, a leader, captain, whatever you want to call him, cannot take over a ship if his crew feel like taking over the ship. You understand? Mm. And if I'm a captain and I'm taking writers credit, doing this, making one person bigger than the other two members and all this stuff, if the crew don't accept that, it would never have happened. Yeah. So I blame myself too, in the process of things going a little awry, because I spoke up a lot. I spoke up a whole lot, but only Gene knows, and Gene's not here to talk. So yeah. I spoke up a lot, but it's people need to just take notice of themselves and look in the mirror, and we all have to do that in the midst of the God breakup. But I love the Future album. I loved recording it. The fact that it was something I was part of, which I'm writing now. I'm singing more. I'm becoming more acclimated into my position in the group. Mm. Yeah, like how many artists you get coming from a classic Guy album with every song from top to bottom outside of Business. I never liked Business. I thought that was a shitty ass song. But and then going into the Future, where every song on the Future album was something. And I don't know how many groups could say that. I mean, we were just funky. So being young, you just want things to happen right. You want things to end up being right. And so you stick in there and you do your best to pray that it all comes back together correctly, and that our young minds don't get corrupt or influenced by people telling you you're better, it's about you, and if it wasn't for you, it wouldn't be. A lot of that shit was going on, man. So, and then, anyway, a lot of stuff going on, man. And I always tell groups when I see them, like, you gotta really keep hold of your true self, that thing that allowed y'all to be together when you first started, that heart thing, that beautiful youth moment where you knew that y'all can be something. If you don't keep a hold of that, this business will eat your ass up.
Yeah. And I think what was great about what you said is that we've always painted Gene as the pantomime villain, but you've taken a very different approach by saying there are things he could have done differently, but we all had a part to play in it. And I think that's really admirable, because it gives us an understanding that, yeah, because we've learned over the past couple of months about everyone, gets influenced and misled and takes advantage without understanding the hurt that they're doing to others. On the Future album, it was one of my first albums that I got. I got the Future album. I got Peaceful Journey, Invoke Born to Sing. Those, like, when I could actually get money to buy. So most of my friends and people that I grew up with would tell you that the Future album was New Jack Swing. What if someone says, "What's New Jack Swing?" They'll bring out the Future album, because that was pretty much, the whole thing. You mix the suits in the beginning, and then sort of the mixture with the styles and everything. What I was surprised that I didn't hear more of you, or even taking more of the lead in a couple of songs. Was that a conscious decision within the group to say, Aaron does this amount, and okay, well, Teddy will do this? Because as a fan, I was like, wow, Damion's now, how come we're not seeing him do a lead song or so?
Hold on 1 second, I can't hear you again. I don't know. Hold on.
Is it on?
Can you talk now?
Yeah. Is it? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. I was saying with the Future album, it was one of the first albums I bought, and
right.
I was excited about seeing the difference, because you had Aaron doing stuff, you had Teddy doing stuff. Most of my friends and I were disappointed that we didn't see you lead a track or so. And I was wondering, was that a decision within the group to say, let's just keep what we did in the first album, and just have Aaron and Teddy do most of the stuff?
You know what? When, again, it goes back to me saying, the people could be in your head and say, it's YouTube. And some people don't ever grow from that, right? Some people don't grow and say, you know what? Yo, hold up. He should be singing this. Like, for instance, I said this. If I originally sung Let's Chill on the Future, right? I did the vocals, the lead vocals, everything. And they mastered it with my vocal on. Now, when I left and when it came out, my vocal was off and Aaron's vocal was on. So that's a conscious decision that you make, a deliberate decision that you make to say, why give him a chance? Let his brother keep doing what he do. Let Teddy keep doing what he do. He ain't gotta do that. Just let him, give him little pieces of something. Thought you loved me, but you did it. You know what I'm saying? Like little cutesy, whoopsy things, right? But that's cool. Because I had to keep in my head, I'm doing this for my brother. So it's cool, because I can sing too. I know if just Let's Chill, if they kept me on the lead of Let's Chill, imagine where my career would be right now. Because Let's Chill, still to this day, is playing on radios all over the place like it just came out. You know what I mean? So imagine if, because he sang it exactly the way that I sung it.
Is him in the background, or did they keep your background vocals?
No, they kept my backgrounds on it.
Okay.
But it doesn't look. I did the lead. I should have been on the lead.
Yeah.
I should have. You know, it would be a different thing, man. Like, but the love that I have for my brother, and I'm more mature than that. You know, if I could do it again, I would have fought the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this record unless I'm singing and unless I'm doing this song and that song. I want to sing lead on dancing. You know what I'm saying? I would have said I mean, not dancing, excuse me, but on other records. But I did do one song, right? Not the Future. I think what was the song on?
Tell Me What You Like, New York Undercover.
That was Tell Me What You Like came off of the
New York Undercover.
New York Undercover soundtrack. But on the Future album, I did a song that Teddy did for Michael Jackson originally. It's like track 16, the last track.
Is it Long Gone?
No, right after Long Gone.
Yearning?
No.
Nope. Let's Stay Together?
No, not Let's Stay Together. No. Follow it, I'm getting, whenever it gets to the Future, I always put the Future and Guy 3 album.
I think it's Guy 3. It's probably Guy 3.
No. It's not Guy 3, because I know all the songs I did on Guy 3. But yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. It'll come to me. But neither here or there. It's like, I play my role. Look, I was here to play a role, right?
Yeah.
And at the time, I played my role, and I played my role very well. Because at the end of the day, I had to get myself to say, I don't care. I'm getting the same amount of money when I'm on that stage that Aaron and Teddy get. So don't matter to me. It was the behind the scenes stuff that was going on that really messed up the mindsets of the group, So, when we was on that stage, we love each other when we're on that stage, man. It's just something about all three of us on that stage that's very different than any other group. It ain't got nothing to do with us being the best singer or the best dancers. It's just something we have that is super special. And sometimes I don't think we even know what it is. I can't tell you everything you don't know. There's a few things in my past.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, but most importantly to press the notification bell so that you can be notified when we do have a new interview. Loads to come, but thanks a lot for watching.